I've now completed my double wardrobe. At this stage, I'm going to fit the 3-drawer linen press in the bottom. It is always advisable to assemble your unit on a piece of cardboard. This protects the side panel and the front edge of the unit when you're moving it around. Please read the assembly guide because there is a lot of information on here that will be helpful when assembling your unit. On the front of the assembly guide, it tells you what panels you have in the box, what hardware is required, and the minimum tools required to get the job done. I'll take my fittings out of my fittings pack, and I need the drawer runners, which are right hand and left hand. You always know if your drawer runners are the right way round because this goes down at the back. Following the assembly guide, I'm going to be fitting these runners at point 1, 6 and 13. So using my Euro screws, I'm going to fit my runners to the left hand panel. Using the second hole in your runner, put a Euro screw in there and then fix it to my unit. I'll now work my way up the unit, fitting the left hand runners first. And I know where I'm supposed to fix my front screw because it corresponds to the screw hole here. It's in line. So this one is this one here. Now I've fitted the runners to the left and right hand side, I'm now going to fit the top panel. And using these shelf supports, I'm going to screw them into this side. These go into hole 17, so this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Shelf brackets, I push them into my panel here. You can either push them in by your hand, like that, or if it's a little bit stiff, using a hammer, just lightly tap them in. And turn this panel over, and putting in my door stops. And for a linen press wardrobe, you have 2 door stops. Okay. I'm just going to tap these in here. Like that. Okay, this panel is now ready to put in. Take it from here and slide it into my wardrobe. Drop it down onto the supports and then knocking it down gently. That's my top put in. At this stage, I'm going to go around the back and I'm going to fix my back panel to the top using the nails provided. So measuring up 660 millimeters, I'll draw across. Using my drawer base as a flat surface, I'm going to assemble the drawers. Making sure that the groove goes down like that. And this groove corresponds to it, like this. I'm then going to use the screws provided, putting them in to the pre-drilled holes. Don't over tighten them. And then turning it around and doing the other end. The drawer side's completed. What you do now is you slide your drawer base in, and keeping the pearwood pattern to the inside, like that. At this stage, you then fit your drawer front. You take your drawer fronts and you fix your metal dowels, like that, and the same on this side. You take it and you turn it over, and you insert it like this. The last thing to do before you put your drawer front on is to insert the cams. And then taking the drawer front, like that, knock it down, and then you tighten the cam up like that. Now, because these are so wide, these drawers, in each pack there are some drawer-based supports. And these are inserted like this into the groove. And these are inserted into the groove, like that. And the same on the front. And then using your screwdriver, you screw that in. These add extra support. Okay, so the drawer's now ready to put the runners on, and this is a right and a left one. And making sure that the wheel goes towards the back of the drawer, just put your runner on like that, and making sure that it's touching the drawer front, and then fixing it using the screws provided. Repeat for the other side, and then we can take our drawer and put it into the unit. The nylon wheel at the back of the drawer then goes over the top of the nylon wheel that's on your drawer runners, like that. And then you just lift the drawer up slightly, push it in, and that's your drawer fitted. Like so. Now to complete my unit, all I need to do is put my doors on, and they're linen press doors. The hinge comes in two parts, the hinge plate and the hinge. The hinge plate has an arrow on it. This arrow goes to the outside of your unit. The hinge itself has two hooks. Those hooks literally go under there like that, and when you push your hinge back down, it clicks onto your hinge plate, so it doesn't fall off. The quick release mechanism is you just push this button here, and the hinge comes off. I'm going to fit the hinges to the door, and there are 4 hinges to a full height door. In your assembly guide, it shows you where the hinge plate should be positioned. I'm now going to fit my door, clipping it from the top, just in case you let go and it won't fall off. If you need to move the door across the unit, you turn this screw clockwise. Anti-clockwise takes it back. If you want to move the door in or out, you have to loosen all 4 of these screws on the 4 hinges, and the door can then be moved in or out. And if you need to move the door up or down, you loosen all of these off on all 4 hinge plates, move the door up or down, and then tighten them up again. And that's your double wardrobe with a linen press completed. When you have more than one unit, you should join them together, and when using this type of joining bolt, you drill a 5mm hole through the 2 end panels and then screw in the 2 parts together, and that pulls the unit nice and tight.